Hi everyone, welcome to today's webinar, Growing Your Business with Amazon Sponsored Products. My name is Mike Ziegler and I am the Senior Product Manager for Sponsored Products. Today we will walk through the basics of sponsored products and demonstrate how sponsored products can add value to your business and help boost sales. Before we get started, I want to take care of a little housekeeping. Our webinar today is scheduled to last about 45 minutes. We will have a question and answer session towards the end of the webinar. If you want to submit a question, please use the questions pane on the side of the webinar presentation screen. Enter your question and hit send. If you wish to leave the webinar at any time, please do so by clicking on the blue button at the top right of the screen. This way you will access a brief survey that we'd really appreciate it if you could complete. Today's session should help you to understand what Amazon sponsored product can do for your business and to introduce you to some new reporting features that we've recently launched. There is a broad range of information to cover today. We've selected what we believe are the most impactful points to share. If we don't cover a topic or don't cover it in enough detail, we welcome your questions. You can submit your questions as I'm reviewing topics, but we'll queue them up for the end. We're going to start by briefly explaining the Sponsored Products program. We'll review some new analytics improvements that we've implemented. We'll discuss the top 5 tips for getting the best out of sponsored products. And then finally, we'll share some of the other program updates and answer your questions. So now let's watch a brief video introducing the basics of sponsored products.
Hey, I'm Paul Hochman for Amazon.co.uk. One of the greatest things about Amazon, an ocean of great products to buy. One of the toughest things about being a third-party seller on Amazon, an ocean of great products to buy. Meaning, as a seller, how do you get noticed? Get your product seen by millions of visitors and in a controllable, measurable way. Oh, yes, and sell more. Consider Amazon's new Sponsored Products advertising service for sellers. It puts your products in a range of special ad placements. For example, right on page 1 of a shopper's search based on the keyword they entered. As you can imagine, prominent ad placement can drive traffic to your listings and in turn help increase your sales. So how do you win that sponsored product space? Simple. Bid for it. Pick a keyword, enter the maximum amount per click you'd like to pay, and Amazon will determine the winners based on bid and relevance of the ad. And this is key. You only pay when a shopper clicks on your ad. Plus, you sellers get to see complete end-to-end metrics from how many people see your ad, to how many click on it, to how many follow through and buy the product. Want to get started? Go to sp.amazon.co.uk and click the big yellow Start Advertising button. I'm Paul Hochman for Amazon.co.uk.
Let's take a minute to review this slide to describe sponsored products. Sponsored Products is an add-on service for selling on Amazon account. Your Sponsored Products ads will appear alongside search results. It's a program that uses keyword-targeted ads to promote your Amazon product listings. You get free impressions and you only pay when your ads are clicked. In summary, Sponsored Products is an advertising program that helps you promote the products you list on Amazon.co.uk using a cost-per-click, auction-based pricing model. Next, we'll review the basic requirements for participating in sponsored products. You must have an active professional seller account. You must have a valid credit card associated with your account. Sponsored products is available in a select product category. Next, we'll review which categories are currently unavailable and which ones are gated for sponsored products. As of today, you may advertise in most of the product categories. Products in the clothing category as well as drugstore products in personal and healthcare are gated, meaning that Amazon approval is required. There are also some categories that are currently unavailable. We are continually working to develop the best customer experience for sponsored products so that we can add new categories in the future. We believe that there are many reasons to use sponsored products to gain visibility for your products. Let's review a few now. First, your ads will be shown to a highly qualified audience that is low in the purchase funnel. Shoppers on Amazon are entering specific keywords to search for products to buy, and your ads may appear based on this search behavior. Next, your product visibility is improved with the opportunity to have your product shown on page 1 of a customer's search results. Lastly, sponsored products reporting allows you to directly measure and optimize your ad spend. Now we'll walk through the fundamentals of creating a sponsored products campaign. In this section, we'll go through all of the details of how to set up your campaign. In summary, you will set your default cost per click bid, select which SKUs you wish to advertise, and choose keywords to associate with your SKUs. Now let's start walking through the details. We start by creating a campaign. Think of a campaign as a way for you to group your advertising spend. For example, say you are an appliance seller with a variety of appliances to sell. You would like to create a campaign for all of your kitchen appliances. In this case, your campaign name could be the Kitchen Accessories Campaign. You simply enter the campaign name, select your daily budget, and select a start and end date for your campaign. The end date is actually not required, but for a seasonal campaign, you may want to enter an end date. Next, we need to create an ad group. Think of an ad group as a grouping of like products with common characteristics. To optimize for performance, start by placing a group of similar products into the same ad group. Keeping with the appliance theme, we can create an ad group for all of our blenders, another ad group for food processors, and a third ad group for toasters. Enter the ad group name, and then enter a default bid. The ad group bid is the most you are willing to pay when someone clicks on your ad. We'll take a look at some more information about selecting your ad group bid on the next slide. As we discussed in the prior slide, the ad group default bid is the maximum amount you are willing to pay when a shopper clicks on your ad. While the click bidding starts at 2 pence, we recommend bidding 5 pence or more. You can access the average winning cost per click bids by category in the help documentation in Seller Central. We will include a link to this information in our follow-up email to this webinar. The next step in getting started with a sponsored products campaign is to select which SKUs you wish to advertise. Remember, only products that win the buy box are eligible to be included. You can select one or more SKUs per ad group. It does make sense to put more than one SKU in your ad group. The more SKUs you add, the more likely you are to receive an impression. Let's move ahead and review selecting keywords for the SKUs that you've selected. Selecting the right keywords for your ad group is critical to your ad performance. Amazon matches the keywords contained in your ad group to the search terms that customers are searching for on Amazon. You have a couple of choices when selecting keywords for your ad group. First, you can enter your own keywords. Second, you can use the recommended keywords that are suggested based on the SKUs that you selected for your ad group. You can also do a combination of both. Choose your own and use our suggested keywords. The keywords you select must be relevant to the SKUs you wish to advertise. For example, you should choose keywords which are contained within the product title and product details for your SKU. Selecting keywords which are not associated with your SKU will not result in an ad impression. For example, the keyword Christmas toys will not result in an ad impression for blender SKUs. After you create your campaign and ad groups, you can view your campaigns in the Campaign Manager table. In this view, you can find performance metrics such as impressions, clicks, your total advertising spend, and the attributed sales. You can also select which data to view in Campaign Manager by selecting the Select Columns button. For example, you can choose to view the attributed sales for 1 day, 1 week, or 1 month. A common question is, how do we calculate sales attribution? The 7-day sales attribution is the amount of sales generated by customers who click on your ad and then purchase your product within 7 days of that click. In this view, you can also enable, pause, or archive your campaigns, ad groups, ads, or keywords. Now that we've taken some time to review how to set up your campaigns, let's take a quick look at where your ads will be displayed. Remember, Amazon determines which pages your ads will appear on, based on both relevance and the price auction. I want to make a point here about the price auction. If you've bid 20 pence for a keyword and the next closest bid is 10 pence, you will only be charged 11 pence for that keyword. Your products will appear in the Sponsored Products ad, which shows up at the bottom of search results starting on page 1. Now that we've reviewed how to create a Sponsored Products ad, let's review when you should use Sponsored Products. We'll walk through some examples that we see sellers using today. We see sellers using the program in categories where there is fierce competition. When there is a wide range of selection, getting an offer notice can really make the difference between a consumer purchasing from you or a competitor. For example, a search for iPhone cases produces over 1 million results. Sponsored Products can help your offer get noticed. Similarly, other sellers use the program for new offers and also unique selection, that is, offers that only the seller has for sale. Often, a great product doesn't sell because not enough customers see them. Sellers have used Sponsored Products to not only drive glance views to their offers, but also to increase the sales rank of their offers. The product could move from, say, the 6th page of search results to 4th. The ability to promote discovery through Sponsored Products can really help drive sales. Other sellers use the program to drive sales of clearance, closeout, or end-of-season items. Think about last year's style or a model or other closeout offers. Some sellers will combine a clearance price with a Sponsored Products campaign to clear the shelves. For example, clearing out your inventory of beach toys in autumn and winter. Lastly, seasonal promotions can prove useful in capturing increased site traffic. For example, holiday promotions like back to school, Mother's Day, or Christmas. This overview of when to use Sponsored Products provides some help in setting strategies for the program. Sellers can create multiple campaigns in Campaign Manager for these or other strategies. Some of the sellers I speak with are using more than one of these strategies at once. You may find some or all of these strategies relevant for your business. Next, we'll walk through some recent improvements we've made to program analytics. We have enabled a feature in Campaign Manager which lets you view your performance over specific time periods. The new time period dropdown can be found on all of the campaigns, ad groups, ads, and keywords tabs in Campaign Manager. In this screenshot of the Campaigns tab, you can see that you can now select from different time periods. This will automatically update all of the data, including impressions, clicks, total spend, ordered product sales, and more. We're making it easier to quickly see how campaigns are doing for changes you've made, like adding keywords or changing bids. As part of the program transparency that we've discussed in the Sponsored Products value proposition part of our discussion, we have a report available for you to download within Seller Central. By navigating to the All Campaigns view in Campaign Manager and then selecting the Overview tab, you will find a link to download performance data to analyze trends over time. This report will provide all of your impressions, clicks, and sales conversion data for every one of your SKUs and keywords. We think you will find these analytics improvements helpful in assessing the performance of your Sponsored Products campaigns. We are also working on new analytics improvements for Sponsored Products. When these improvements are launched, we will let you know via email and future webinars. Next, we will walk you through some top tips in order to help you get the best out of sponsored products. Now, let's review our top 5 tips for your sponsored products campaigns. Here's a quick overview of what we'll be covering in the next few minutes. How to limit your out-of-budget risk when traffic increases. How to adjust bids by keyword to stay one step ahead of the competition. How to monitor your buy box status. How to increase the number of keywords in your ad groups. And lastly, how to check your listings for accuracy and completion. First of all, you should make sure your budgets are set so your SKUs are receiving the traffic you want, and you're spending how much you want to spend. Increased traffic may cause your campaigns to run out of budget, reducing the number of impressions and clicks and sales you may receive from your sponsored products ads. You can adjust your daily budget within the Overview tab in Campaign Manager. Simply click in Daily Budget cell for the campaign you wish to change and type in the new amount. Bids on head keywords are going to go up, but so is volume. Use the selectable time periods or the campaign performance report to see which keywords are driving sales and which ones are not. Consider increasing bids on high-performing keywords and decreasing bids on low-performing keywords. To adjust your bids, go to the Keywords tab within Campaign Manager. This is where you can adjust your bid by keyword, which will overwrite the bid you entered when you set up the campaign. The amount you entered into the Max CPC column is the maximum you are willing to pay for a click on your ad when Amazon customers search for this keyword. It's always a good idea to monitor your buy box status. Your SKUs cannot receive ad impressions if your SKU is not winning the buy box. You can check your buy box status within Campaign Manager under the Ad tab. You will see your buy box status under the status column of this report. Product availability and buyability are two important factors that influence buy box status. Make sure your product is always in stock and priced competitively to win the buy box. You might want to consider adding more keywords to your ad groups. Adding more relevant keywords can increase the probability of an ad generating more impressions. First, navigate to the ad group where you wish to add more keywords. Click on the Keywords tab and then click on the Create Keywords button in the upper right corner. After clicking on Create Keywords, you will be given the option to view Amazon recommended keywords and add your own keywords. Our last tip is to check your product listings for accuracy and completion. We recommend checking out Amazon Selling Coach on the Seller Central homepage to see improved opportunities for your offerings. Complete and accurate product detail pages will ensure your ad reaches the right audience. In the next slides, we'll explain a few new program updates. We have launched sponsored products in all our European markets, and it is now available in Amazon.co.uk, Amazon.de, Amazon.fr, Amazon.es, and Amazon.it. We are currently testing a new keyword generating tool for you. Automatic keyword selection will generate keywords for your ad groups using Amazon search data, and Amazon will periodically update the list of keywords for you. We will let you know via email once this new feature becomes available. We have a couple of resources available for you if you would like more information. Next, we'll proceed to the question and answer period. Thanks everyone for the great questions. Before we conclude today's webinar, I want to remind you that we will be sending a follow-up email with all the helpful links I mentioned throughout the webinar. We would like to thank you for being a sponsored products advertiser. And for those of you who haven't tried the program, we hope you will. If you have, we hope you'll tell us how we can make it better. Thank you.